Scenario: you're in a shopping mall, you hear shots. What do? You give combat or you look for an exit? That's a very common question, and whenever I'm in at the range or over a cup of coffee, talking with friends, whenever this question comes in, it is such a start for a debate, especially when we have people with different backgrounds. There are people, they started with concealed carry, and that's it. That was their first time ever holding guns, and they started as civilians. There are people with police and military background like myself. They would like to go and give combat. But as of now, I am a civilian. What am I supposed to do in a situation like this? Well, I listen to two podcasts. I like the Gun Talk podcast with Tom Gresham and the Downrange Radio podcast with Michael Bain. I strongly suggest you to listen to these podcasts. They're pretty good. They're available on iTunes. But both of them, Tom Gresham and Michael Bain, agree that we as civilians, I'm talking about concealed carry permit holders, should not give combat in that situation. Well, Lawrence, what do you mean by that? I'm not saying if you are facing the threat, it's right in front of you, and is a threat to your life, to your family, I'm not saying you shouldn't give combat to that. I'm saying you heard the shots coming from the food court, and every store has an exit. You're training, if you were a concealed carry person, and if you were trained to give combat in this kind of situation, you better get better training. Because there are a lot of people, they are very knowledgeable with guns, but they try to put a military mindset in civilians. That's why we see people needing more and more stuff. They don't think they are protected with their own stuff. Regular stuff, just like this thing here. See that? My role is to make sure I come home alive. My family too. Well, if 5 shots is not enough for you, how about 12 shots? I don't care what you carry. I care what you think. Because a lot of people are pretty good with dealing with guns. And I see lots of friends. I have many friends in here, in this community. They are top-notch gun owners. They know what to do. They have good tactics. But I'm not sure about their mindset. Not because they don't want, but they had some training that gave them the wrong perspective as a civilian. There are lots of good schools out there, and I'm not going to name any. But I want to point to the fact that if your mindset is to give combat in every situation, you should go back and try another training. Remember, your mom, dad, your wife, husband wants you back home safe. Think of that. Thank you for watching. God bless you. God bless America.